Welcome back to another episode of the F.L.O.E podcast, where we just have friendly chats with future leaders of excellence. Now, I'm Sham, and this is Adric.
Y'all know the vibes.
We're going to be your hosts for this episode and many more to come. Now, I want to welcome our guests, guest, another future leader of excellence, who is Coach EJ, who is a CNPT athletic trainer. And today we're going to be talking about the topic of just what his perspective is on, athletic training, and also what college coaches, is that what it is? College coaches? Yeah, so what college coaches are really looking for in that star athlete, whether that be you, your friend, or that person you hated, honestly. But to get right into this, Coach EJ, what we usually do is just ask a little icebreaker question just to get everyone comfortable. So,
but before we get into that, just introduce yourself. Just let them know who you are.
Well, my name is Coach EJ Newman. I'm the owner of CNPT, Camp Newman Performance Training, where I train athletes as young as 8 years old, all the way to middle school, high school, college, and pro as well. Been a performance trainer for probably the past 8 years, from training individuals, from working at schools, training high schools where I met Tay, where I met him at for Green Run. Also, Division was 3 years working for Division I, being the strength and conditioning coach for a Division I basketball team as well at Norfolk State. So that's just pretty much my rundown. I'm from originally from Roanoke, Virginia. So I've been here. I moved here from Roanoke, Virginia about 17. Yeah, going on 17 years now. So I'm old. I'm older than. I'm a lot older than how I look. I know I look young, but I'm a little bit older than what y'all think. So yeah, that's pretty much my background as far as what I do. So train athletes to improve on speed, agility, strength and conditioning, mobility, injury prevention, all aspects of performance for that athlete to be able to perform better in their specific sport. So that's pretty much my gist of what I do.
If you ask me, the best man is 757.
Talk to him,
But like Sam mentioned, we always start off the episode with just a fun question, kind of get your blood flowing, kind of get your thoughts going, just to make you more comfortable. So, what's the worst pickup line you ever used?
Worst pickup line I ever used. I would say, all right, I go up to a girl, I'd be like, hey, I wanna take you out to eat. Let's go somewhere. Can I take you out to eat? She'd be like, I got a boyfriend. And I'd be like, well, you gotta tell him to bring his own money because I ain't paying for both of y'all.
all right, would you recommend other guys use that same line?
Yeah, I definitely will.
I might use it too.
Yeah, because it just, it's an icebreaker to have them laughing, and it's just something to just kind of like show your personality a little bit, that you fun, and you don't take no for an answer. I mean, not saying sometimes you gotta take no for an answer because you don't want to get into nothing crazy, but that you persistent, and you got a sense of humor. So yeah, I definitely would use that.
All right, so I got a question then. Like, being that you just said that's your worst pickup line, but at the same time you would recommend other guys using it. Uh-huh. If that's the worst one, then why would they want to use that?
Yeah, because there's no such thing as a bad pickup line, because you just want to just get comfortable with just trying to talk to somebody that you like or talk to somebody that you're interested in. Okay. So it's no such thing. I don't think it's a such thing as a bad pickup line, because it just depends on how they respond to it. Yeah. So if it could be something that's just dumb and they just laugh because it's dumb, but you opened up the ability to have a conversation with them. So it's not really a terrible pickup. I mean, a bad pickup line. It's just you just getting them comfortable to where, all right, now we can have a conversation. You know.
All right, so to all my fellas out there who watching, more of the story is, if you scared to talk to girls, just don't be. Just go ahead and just say anything, because you might open up, you might open her up, and whatever you say, she may laugh, even if she think it's dumb. You still gotta laugh at her, so you can take a positive from a negative. Yeah, she might have rejected you, but at the same time, you done made her laugh.
Right.
So now you just move on. And like you say, I mean, some pickup lines work for certain people.
Some work for certain. The pickup lines that work for certain people are the ones that's attractive. An attractive person can say the same thing as somebody that's unattractive, and it depends on if the girl like the person that it's coming from. So that's all that matters.
Maybe that's why. That's why it's not working.
You just gotta say it to the people say it to the ones who you feel might, you can have some chemistry or might be attracted to you. You know what I mean?
So, Sam, what's your pickup line?
Mine?
Yeah.
So usually,
Y'all, you fellas out there, y'all take notes, because my boy got game.
see, if you put me on the spot like that, I can't come up with anything. Nah, I can't come up with anything at the moment.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I know you got, what's something that you didn't use recently?
He seems smooth. He's smooth operator. He probably don't even got to say much.
We'll keep it at the end. Keep watching. Keep watching. It's just a little teaser for you. Keep watching.
We're going to come back to that question too. Well, go ahead and introduce the topic on.
All right. As I mentioned before, it's about Coach EJ, like he said, he's a CNPT trainer. So athletes out there who are looking to, get into the NCAA or, get into sports in college too, like sports scholarships. So we're probably going to brush up a little on, what are college athletes, what are college coaches really looking for in those star athletes? And what might the difference between a good athlete and a great athlete be?
College coaches are looking for players that's coachable, number one, like players that are willing to do anything that it takes to win, anything that it takes to get better. Definitely not looking for prima donnas or ones who are afraid to be challenged. That's a lot of the issues with athletes now is that they are afraid to be pushed. Like they're afraid of being challenged to get the best out of them, and that's for a long time they kind of get pampered from a young age up until high school. But when they get to a college program, all of that changes. You know what I'm saying? That everything becomes more and more of a business. Everything becomes more of like a transaction as far as, all right, you're going to get this scholarship, but you have to do A, B, C, and D for me. And if you can't, then you'll be out of here. So it gets, it's a lot more serious. And the athletes normally aren't prepared for that. So college coaches, number one, look for just somebody who's willing to work, who's willing to be all in with the program, who's willing to just come in there and do what they need to do in order to push the program forward. So yeah, you have to. Those are the main things. Be willing, willing to work, willing to get better, and willing to learn. Don't come in there thinking that you know everything, because 9 times out of 10 you don't. You just getting started as far as your basketball career, because now you're actually playing you're playing in a system where you are the last person. Probably you coming into a program 9 times out of 10 is everybody that's in that program has been the best player on their team for 2 to 3 years. So you're stepping into a situation where you're not the best player, not even close to being the best player, especially as a freshman. This is the time where you're gonna play the less out of your whole basketball career. it's gonna be the most challenging time of your basketball career because you ain't never experienced somebody not needing you as much as you've been before. So it's mentally it just challenged you to a point where you ain't never been challenged before. So they just, they expect you to be able to deal with that type of situation and deal with the grind of a college season. Like, it's a real grind. So it's things like that, just being prepared and mentally being ready to be challenged, pretty much.
And is there like a certain way, because honestly, the key thing that stood out to me in what you just said is that most athletes coming up now, they don't have that mindset for, college might be, I might be thinking, okay, I'll be playing the entire game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the best right now. So is there a certain way you try to teach the athletes you train into getting into that mindset already, or being prepped for that?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I put them through all type of mentally, mental tests. You know what I'm saying? Like he could tell you, when it comes to the way that I train, it's of course it's physically is challenging, but mentally it's just a whole different ball game. I try to just have them, put them in situations where they have to fight through some stuff. You have to fight through some stuff. You're gonna have to, pull the best version out of yourself. So yeah, so things. Oh, and then I constantly have them thinking of positive. I've constantly just reinstill positive reinforcement in them. You got to come with a quote. You got to come with something positive quote. You got to come with so your mentality has to be at a certain point when you're going through these type of mentally draining exercises, physically and mentally draining exercises. So because you know that you still have to have a positive mind while you're dealing with something that's harder than you ever dealt with before. So mentally, the type of workouts that we do is, I would say it helps them because they know that you can't run from hard work. So you have to not, of course, embrace it, but you have to be able to fight it head on and be able to address it and then get through it. And then, now you start seeing yourself mentally grow so you can be prepared for anything, not just basketball, but anything. Like when you having a situation where you running a family, you the man of the family, and you end up getting laid off or something like that, or your car break down, or something happen with your house or something like that. You mentally you can deal with that type of stuff because you done dealt with stuff mentally that put you in a situation where you're like, oh, okay, all right, I gotta figure this thing out. I'm gonna get through it. If I can get through 100 hills at Mount Trashmore in 100-degree weather, I know I can deal with this little thing. Mentally, I can deal with this little thing for at this moment. So it's just certain stuff like that will translate. That's bigger than just sports. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than just basketball. So yeah, that's kind of how I wanted to train them. And when it came to our off-season stuff and strength and conditioning stuff, so I think it worked a little bit. I mean, I see Tatum came out a whole different person from when I first met him. We had some battles too, Tatum, he'll tell you, there's times where he done worked out and he looking like, man, I think I might have died. I might have died a couple times in this workout, but that type of stuff is where you can. It's like it just changes your confidence about what you believe you can do. You know what I'm saying? It has you thinking man, I can get through anything. I came to the point where I really felt like I was about to die. But and I'm back again. Now he about to put me through something else where I'm about to feel like I'm about to die. But just mentally, you all right, if I can get through that, I can get through anything. So.
Cause like one thing about his like workouts, yes, they'll be challenging and like they'll push you and kind of like it kind of has you thinking in the back of your mind like, do I want to keep going? But at the same time, it's not like it's a boring workout where it's like he's stopping you from kind of reaching your potential because it's like he sees something in you that you may not see in yourself yet. So that's just, and then if you got somebody like that who keep pushing and keep pushing, it's gonna make you gradually like come back every time because you want to get better because you see the progress, but at the same time you know it's hard. And like you say, like it was times where like running a mile, man, like running a mile was crazy. 40 hills at Mount Trashmore, doing that, different times. It's a lot like leaving out a workout, you got dead legs, and then knowing you got to come back the next day or something like that. Like that's that mindset that is like I want to get better, even though because how I see a lot of things is pain is temporary. Pain is not gonna last forever. So why not go through all the struggle, go through this pain now? Why not feel this pain now? Because in the end, you're gonna get some, you're gonna accomplish something that's way higher than where you were feeling at that moment.
Yeah, the rewards on the other side of struggle are so much more bigger than what's on this side, the side that you don't want to of not attempting it. Like the rewards of actually pushing yourself and bringing out the best version of yourself is so much more rewarding. Like it's so much bigger than actually just staying in that same place and not trying to challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you find out so much about yourself when you actually like put yourself through some real struggles and come out of those real struggles. You become a whole different monster. You become a whole different beast. And it's like it kind of shocks you. Like you surprise yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever did something where you like, dang, like I didn't realize I can do that. Like you told like your mind, sometimes your mind will play tricks on you and have you believing that you can't do more than what you can do. But then sometimes you gotta manipulate your mind and be like, nah, I can do this, I'm gonna try it. And then once you try it, it's like, all right, now you done raised your ceiling of what you can do. So you just gotta, you can't run from stuff that you are afraid of. You can't run from stuff that you think you might struggle at because, like I said, that's where the best version of you is, on that other side of what you might be scared of. So you gotta do it. You gotta attempt it. You know?
I think, yeah, that's a very like key point. And I'm like taking this onto, I mean, just an ordinary person going to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if say like your goal is bodybuilding, like you might be doing it for a few months, see no results, little to no results, and then most people just quit right then.
Yeah.
So it's like instilling that, like having, like now I'm sold. See, I want to be trained by you now.
There you go.
But just having that instilled in someone's mind that, you know, on the other side of pain, on the other side of struggle, on the other side of, you know, just a temporary no results,
Mm-hmm.
you will see something. There will be something greater.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth it.
Most people don't. It's not like we all got the same. Like I'm not special, you know. Different. Like everybody is the same. Like we all humans, but most people is just afraid of failing. Like most people are afraid of like going through that process of struggling. Like going through that process, like because it's a long process. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard. So yeah, most people will only be comfortable doing 2 months, 3 months, and not seeing the exact results that they want to see. That's the normal person. But the person who becomes the most successful or succeed in something is ones who like, I'm in this journey for the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand that the first 3 months I ain't gonna see nothing. I'm okay with that because I didn't plan to see anything in the first 3 months. I planned to transform my mind in the first 3 months, and then my body will follow later on. So mentally, I'm like, all right, you know, mentally I'm getting myself prepared for everything that's gonna happen later, the prizes that's coming later, and the average person want the prizes first until they change their mental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna see the prizes until you okay with the process of the struggle, the process of reaching a goal. And the goal is like it keeps moving. That's the thing. Like you might think, all right, that goal I should be able to reach it in 3 months. Then something happens. You know what I'm saying? Like something in your life happens where it sets you back, or something. A family member might get injured or something. School might be more stuff dealing with school that's going on that kind of set you back. Your car might break down or something. So now that stuff happens where you don't reach your goal in 3 months. So now you like, I set myself on a 3-month goal. I ain't hit it. All right, I'ma chill now. But if you'd have been like, look, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds no matter how long it takes. I don't need it to take 3 months. I'm just saying I'm gonna lose 30 pounds. So now as those different things happen in your life and little setbacks, you still gonna keep going because your goal was the 30 pounds, not 3 months. So you like, all right, them little setbacks happen. All right, I'm still gonna keep going because I'm fighting for them 30 pounds. I don't care what it takes. I'm fighting for them 30 pounds. So mentally, you gotta change the way that you approach goals, or the way that you approach things that you're trying to go after. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. We just talked about this like earlier today.
Really?
Before coming on to before going to see Coach Harris and then coming here. Well, my dad was kind of, because I was in this whole thing I'm promoting this podcast and stuff like that. I'm trying we set a goal where we wanted to hit a certain amount of subscribers before we dropped our first video.
Mm-hmm.
But after I seen after I posted for the first day, it's I see the number of views that I'm getting on my story and stuff like that. But it's little results as far as people subscribing to our channel. So what you saying that I feel like I do just got to change my mindset. Is that look, my goal was just to hit these amount of subscribers. I ain't say can we hit these amount of subscribers in this certain amount of time.
Right.
But as long as we getting closer and closer to that goal, whether it take a longer time than what I expected, then that's still okay, because at the end of the day, we still gonna be putting out this content.
Yeah.
We still gonna be creating, trying to make these connections with different people, reaching out to different people to bring them on to the podcast, to bring more awareness to us. So if I can do that, then at the end of the day, everything gonna work out and everything will fall into place.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta believe in the process. If something is if this is yours,
Mm-hmm.
your passion, or if this is what you sought out to do, basically saying I'm gonna be a podcaster now.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta believe in the process. You can't. Of course, you're gonna have different times where you kind of question if you're doing the right thing and all of that, but that shouldn't last longer than, all right, this is for me.
Mm-hmm.
So the ups and downs just gonna come with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So you can set little small, you can have small goals, and even if you don't reach them, it's not a disappointment, because it's all right, if I don't reach it, it is what it is, but I'm still gonna keep chasing this goal, or chasing this dream, because this is for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was telling somebody this one day, when it comes to doing what you love to do, is like God said, I'm gonna set you up to do what you want to do, but I ain't say it was gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't say you weren't gonna have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I look at my business. Even when I have some ups and downs with the business,
Mm-hmm.
and some slow periods or some good periods, it's all a part of what I signed up for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once I quit my job and went all in on being an entrepreneur, I knew that it was gonna come with some stressful times, some hard times, some times where I might be broke, some times where I might have some good months. I knew that it was gonna come with it, but sometimes we kind of forget that all of this comes with taking that leap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gonna be perfect, but you just gotta believe in you and believe that it's for you. So you all right, if it ain't gonna be perfect, I know I'm built to get through it. I know I'm built to go through any situation that comes with me chasing my dream. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you might, as you're still believing in the process as you are still going 100 while you're not seeing the results. That's you being disciplined to your passion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even when I wasn't seeing the clientele that I felt like I should be seeing, like I'm training, all the different basketball players in the area, but financially it wasn't looking like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't showing. But I was still like, I'm still gonna go 100. I'm still gonna train these. I'm still gonna act like I'm one of the most successful trainers in the area. And then eventually, the money started matching the training. The money started matching the passion that I was putting in with the training. So it's like you still have to keep that passion when it comes to you doing what you're doing, because that's you kind of molding who you are, molding all the stuff that you need to for when it do hit, then it's like it's like a well-oiled machine by the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't even worry, y'all. You just gotta stay the course, and keep doing what you're doing, because most people don't stay the course. I'm telling you, most people do not stay the course, and it's like that's the thing to separate people that succeed and people that don't, is that soon as the ones who don't succeed see a little bit of failure, they ready to pull out. They're like, oh nah, I'm going back to my 9 to 5. I can't, like, this don't feel comfortable. I can't do it. If they don't see the subscribers that they feel like they should see in the first 20 to 30 episodes, they're like, oh nah. I see people ain't messing with it. People ain't fooling with it. They ain't rocking with what we talking about. But no, you just you gotta look at it like it just ain't reached everybody yet.
Yeah.
It just ain't reached the people who it's supposed to reach yet. And then once it's due, then you'll see, there you go. There we go. So yeah, that's how you gotta view it.
You got something? You good? Good.
I just wanted to say, because I know you said, this entrepreneurial journey, but it's always difficult. And so I guess my question is, what brought you into, what attracted you to being, your own sort of freelance trainer?
I think just being able to just train young athletes, you know what I'm saying, like help young athletes just be able to extend their education, like go to school for free was like my number one thing, like being able to help an athlete go to school for free. And then just change the mentality as far as how they view life a little bit, like not wanting to run from stuff that was hard, like being able to grow through situations, and just being a better person, just wanting to be a better person. So of course you could be a coach and do that, or you could be a mentor, but being able to combine the two of helping somebody physically get better in their sport and mentally be better as a person and mentally grow as an individual was just, that was something that was just, I love to do, you know what I'm saying? I really enjoy doing. And as far as being, you mean being an entrepreneur, wanting to go all in on being an entrepreneur?
Mm-hmm.
I had just got tired of the 9 to 5. I got tired, not necessarily, because I don't have a problem working, but I just had a problem with the mentality behind what you have to do in order to make money. You know what I'm saying? I just somebody telling me when I can go eat, or telling me when I can go use the bathroom, or not being able to see my daughter or my wife as much as I wanted to, and telling me when I can have a day off, or telling me when I can go on vacation, and telling me when my vacation should be, and like that. Just the more and more I kept working in 9 to 5, it just wasn't making as much sense to me, you know what I'm saying? And then I viewed it as my time was just being taken from me. That's how I kind of viewed a 9 to 5, was like my time is being occupied by somebody else.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, man, I feel like I could exchange my time for what I'm doing to make myself more happier and be able to make more money. So I was like, look, if I'm gonna spend time on this earth doing some stuff that I hate, I might as well try to do something that I love and make money that way. And if it don't work, then I can always go back to working a 9 to 5 again. But why not take the chance? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not take a chance of seeing if I can actually make it work, and seeing if I could chase the best version of myself as far as being happier, stressing less, seeing my family. So, and I did it, and I went ahead and just took that leap. And 3 years in now, we grew each year. So I felt like I made, the right decision so far. So,
Man, we look around, we see it. But how do you balance like that time, like being like seeing your family, or how you balance like, okay, this is the time that I'm gonna work, this time I'm gonna see my family? Like, what does that look like for you? Is it kind of like free flow, or do you kind of got like a little structure?
I got somewhat of a structure. Starting off, I'm not even gonna lie. Starting off, like when you first become an entrepreneur, like you just gotta do what you gotta do as far as growing your business. Like, and you gotta have that understanding with your family that you're gonna be going all in at this moment. So I mean, it's still up and down because of I'm still early in the business. So, but I still have specific days that I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that, which is the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have like 2 sessions in the morning, but other than that, I'm free the whole rest of the week, the whole rest of the weekend. So, just having that, it's just about what's more important to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and reminding yourself,
Perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. Reminding yourself why you left your 9 to 5. Like, you left your 9 to 5 because you wanted to spend more time with your family, because you wanted to be more available. So, yeah, you just got to make that a priority. So you just have to say, all right, these days, it's only going to be for my family, because that's the reason why I left the 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I make a list of what's the important stuff of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and family is at the top. So if I feel like it's getting a little too hectic with the business and getting a little too crazy, I won't mind, I don't mind cutting back as far as financial wise, not taking a lot of clients, because being rich wasn't on the top of my list when it came to being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Having my time back and being with my family was on the top of the list. So I just, have to remind myself of the importance of my list of what's the importance of my life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the balance that you create, is what your list look like as far as the importance of your life. If to grow your business to 100,000 subscribers is at the top, then not seeing the family shouldn't be that stressful for you. You know what I'm saying? But if spending more time with your family is at the top of the list, then that should be how you structure your time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much how I kind of structure mine, and yeah, it's been going pretty well for me that way. You know.
So it's simple as that. Just grab a sheet of paper, whoever you may be, just list out all your priorities.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I got it in my phone and in the notes, but yeah, like you gotta write the stuff down. Like you gotta, kind of simplify it. Like just like you have to visualize it. Like you have to put it down and say exactly what you want out of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always go back to it and hold yourself accountable. But if you just just saying it, just winging it, you kind of forget what's the importance, what's been important to you, and you don't have nothing that you can look at to kind of hold yourself accountable. So yeah, you gotta prioritize some stuff and make yourself kind of fix yourself, because we know our flaws. Like we know exactly what we good at, what we not good at, but we just don't want to address the weaknesses. So by prioritizing stuff addresses the weaknesses, So that's what you just have to do better at, is just kind of making it simple for yourself.
Do you ever see yourself looking back on that list and changing a few things, or just think about it? Maybe, I shouldn't have said that before, but I should do something new now.
Yeah, like money. I think it's like chasing money is just it could become it's overrated. You know what I mean? Because you'll do anything to try to make money. Like you'll be miserable trying to make the most money for yourself. Like if money is your drive, you can become miserable easy, because money will be the only thing that kind of have you in a good mood and have you in a bad mood. And money come and go easy. Like it comes and go easy. So
We see that ourselves, especially with videos that we didn't try to put in, and we seem like we didn't put all this money and time in, but what was the results like?
right. I'm telling you, like if you chase like if your passion becomes profitable, like if you can get paid for what you're doing and you enjoy what you're doing, you will make money so easy doing that. Mm-hmm. Like if once I stopped like training just anybody, my thing is a lot of times I hate personal training. Like I hate training adults one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather train kids and athletes over training some adults one-on-one. But I was doing it, because I was chasing a certain number financially, mm-hmm. But it wasn't fulfilling me. Like I wasn't as happy. But once I started just kind of zoning in on training athletes and training kids and training basketball teams and stuff like that, it didn't feel like I was working as much. It felt I was more comfortable. I was doing what I actually enjoyed, and then that's when I started making the most money. You know what I'm saying? That's when it was like boom, my money years just started going up. So because it's like you won't mind taking as much of those opportunities compared to just taking opportunities that you hate, so.
Then it's like what you're doing is you creating revenue, you having fun with it, and you being an inspiration to young athletes who's trying to make it or go to that next level, rather than an adult who kind of may not get that same message or inspiration from what you do as like a child would do, or just a regular high school or D1 athlete would do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the young people, man, like They are, the young people are searching for somebody to give them some guidance, man. Like, like younger people get a bad rap because everybody be like, oh, they be trying to do their own thing, they don't listen, they off the hook, they running around just acting crazy, doing all this, but it's like the adults kind of drop the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like they drop the ball as far as like just trying to push them in the right direction or trying to just have a conversation with them about what to do, what not to do. So a lot of times when I'm training athletes, like they are so open to being challenged. Like they're open to you giving them some guidance. So it's so, like he said, it's easier to train young athletes because they listen. Like they're willing to be pushed. They're willing to get better, especially ones that seek out to you, ones that come to you for training. Like you know, you might have some who you got to push a little bit more because their parents are forcing them to come work out because they kind of living through them. But the ones who reach out to you about training, oh, those are the ones I don't have no problems with it. They ready to run through a wall, you know what I'm saying? So, but with the adults, it's kind of like, it's almost like that saying, you can't teach a old dog new tricks. Like they, you know, they more opinionated. They have more excuses. They have more things that they value over trying to turn themselves into a different version of what they are right now. So it can be more of a challenge. So training the younger athletes can be easily, it could just, it won't feel like it's as much work, you know? And that's where the passion, when you see an athlete go from barely could move or barely could jump to now he's making all conference teams and he got a scholarship playing at a you know, any division, D1, D2, academic scholarship or have a Division III scholarship, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff is just, it's hard to just put into, you know, money, it's not enough money to kind of make, that fulfills you over that type of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So.
In a sense then, because I know you, like you said, you used to do one-on-one with adults and then switched over to just college, just athletes in general, like student athletes.
Well, I still do, I still train adults, but it's more like group settings. I don't really, I may have like one personal training as far as adult, but majority of them I keep them in the group, like boot camp style type of workout.
Is that in this facility too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that sense, how do you market yourself to whether it be students or these like adults who want to be in boot camp?
I mean, majority of my performance stuff, like training athletes, is word of mouth, really. Word of mouth and Instagram too, I say social media. But I would say like 70 to 80% is referrals. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, I would say social media the most as far as with the adults with the boot camps, but a lot of them are like the parents of the athletes, so that's still referrals, I guess, a way you can look at it. So, but yeah, I don't really do as much marketing as I should. I ain't gonna lie, I'm old school, so I'm still like, you know, just little posts here and there. But yeah, a lot of mine just come from word of mouth, you know. So just creating a good product and allowing the athletes that you train to sell your product by them telling their friends or telling family members or the parents telling other parents and stuff like that. So once you establish, you know, a real good product, then it kind of, you know, you don't have to do as much selling as you as others would do, you know. So it's been working for me for a while. I mean, I know I could probably benefit off of doing more marketing, but as far as what the results of what I've been getting, been going pretty well. So with off of word of mouth and social media. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know if maybe the cameras can't see it, but I mean, and maybe after this in a small clip or something, like you can look around and see the results around here. Like the results speak for themselves. So I mean, he don't really have to do much because he getting the results that he want, and then just by like us or just people like us, how we kind of promote it out and put it out there, then that's helping his clientele, helping them come in. So I mean, so like I say, any women married, or just in general, like any outside viewers who maybe not from women married, that you looking for a trainer, you looking to get better, or just trying to like know that too, like at the end of the day, you're not just gonna get that this strength and condition. Like yes, that's a plus too, but also you want to get that mentality that you can apply to both in the athletic standpoint and outside of that too. So I mean, don't get your work right, man.
Yeah, I tell them I'm trying to have you prepared for if you're gonna play in college, I want to have you prepared for any situation that a college program is gonna have you dealing with. You know, like being that I been a strength and conditioning coach for a Division I program, men and women. You know, I know exactly what those coaches are looking for when you come in there. You know, now they are less patient with freshmen. You know, they are less willing to give a freshman a scholarship if you're gonna come in and be in red shirt. You know, and 9 times out of 10, the reason why you come in and be a red shirt freshman is because physically you're just not ready. You know, so training or doing any form of strength and conditioning before you go to college is so huge now, because that could determine if you're gonna get a scholarship or if you're not, or if you got to go to a lower division or go to a junior college or prep school to get yourself prepared for college, or if you just gonna go right into it and be able to play. So it's huge, man. Like now, if you're trying to play at the next level, it's a non-negotiable. Like you have to do something to be prepared for that physically. You just have to. So you really don't have a choice. You need to do something. So.
All right, so I see the phrase "do more" on the wall. Like, can you let the viewers know what is your message when you say "do more"?
My message as far as do more is for you to do more towards reaching your dream. For you to do more of whatever it takes for you to achieve any goal that you're trying to achieve. Not making excuses, not being the victim in situations, like just kind of dealing with a situation, but for you to do more to change your situation, for you to do more to get out of a bad situation, for you to do more to have the best life that you can have. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, everybody deals with something. Everybody is everybody has struggles, but it just depends on how you deal with them struggles and how you come out of them struggles. We can always do more to be in a situation that's better than what situation that we in right now. We can always do more to grow. So that's basically the mentality behind it. It's just, constantly just wanting to grow, constantly just wanting to see the best version of yourself,
In a sense, like taking that a little further too. Say, someone is going through something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't have that proper mentality, what's a good way to bring them, like ground them, bring yourself back to, okay, I can keep going, I can grow. If you're at a point where, like say for college students, I know personally, I mean, there's been a point where, okay, maybe I should drop out. This isn't for me.
Mhm.
So if you're going through a situation like that or any other situation, what's a good way to ground yourself?
I would say that it's thousands of people who came before me, and they probably had the same question, like, should I drop out or is this for me? And if they can get through it, I know that I ain't the one weak person who can't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I know that they ain't have something special, some special ability that I don't have. So if they can get through it, I know I can get through it. And I know that I've been placed here for a reason. I know that I've been put in this situation for a reason. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but nothing that's worth having isn't hard. You know, nothing that's worth having isn't worth fighting for. So if you could just remember that you can get through your worst moments. If you like, yes, college. I mean, I never went to a 4-year college or anything like that. So I'm not gonna sit and act like I know exactly what you're dealing with, but I know that if all those other thousands of people can get through it, I know you can get through it, because you just as strong as they are, you just as mentally tough as they are, and that's the thing that will separate the people that graduate from the ones that don't, is that they not letting a couple bad days or a couple bad moments define who they are, define their future. You know what I'm saying? So you can't let a couple setbacks define your future, and you gotta do whatever it takes to fight for whatever you want. If it's you having to have some study groups, or you gotta beat down your professor's door, or you gotta, like, whatever it takes for you to succeed in school, then that's what it is, because that's your ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know how you kind of like set up a vacation, like, let's say you want to go to the Bahamas or something like that, and you buy the plane tickets, you save up the money, you look at the resort, you pay for the resort, you get in shape for the trip, everything, because it's like, it's not a thought in your head that you not gonna make it to the Bahamas, right?
Yeah.
So you putting all this money into it because you know you gonna make it to the Bahamas. But when it comes to like doing stuff that's a little challenging, that's like, as far as like graduating, you don't treat that the same way you treat a vacation or going to the Bahamas. Like, you don't attack it that way. You don't say, all right, I already done bought my cap and gown. I already done told my mom what I want my graduation gift to be, because I know I'm gonna graduate. It don't matter how long it might take. It don't matter. I'm gonna graduate. I already invested everything into graduating. So you gotta have that same mentality when it comes to stuff that is a little challenging, but you already put it in your mind that you're gonna be there anyway. So the same way that you planned and put all this money down for a vacation, that's the same way you gotta do when it comes to you graduating. Even if a couple things might set you back, like you might fail a course or something like that. It don't matter. I failed the course this semester, but I'm gonna attack it again, because I'm still gonna graduate. It might take longer, but I'm still gonna graduate. I'm not dropping out of school because I told myself I'm gonna graduate. So that's how you gotta look at it. Failure is just a part of the journey. It's just a part of the journey. It don't define. It's not the end of the journey. It's like the middle, the beginning, the middle, the beginning, the middle. It might come at the end, then it kind of sets you back, but it's still a part of the journey. So that's how you gotta look at it.
Why do you think that is, though? Like, why do you think that when it comes, like, when times do get tough, in a sense, like, we fold, but when it comes down to like something that kind of pleases us and it kind of make like it's fun to us, that we'll just go after no matter like how much it costs, what I got to do it. I know I'm gonna do that, but when it comes down to, I guess, something that we should really be prioritizing, we kind of get in the sense that, oh, it's hard, so now I just can't do it no more. I just don't want to do more, and we kind of just fall into like this whole.
Because it's like people don't like being uncomfortable. Like, most people don't like the unknown or dealing with like an uncomfortable situation for a long period of time. So when you're doing something that you do like, and you might have a little setback, it don't feel like a setback because you enjoy it. Like, you like everything that comes with it. But I mean, most people don't like school. You just know you have to do it because this is going to help you propel in life. So now if you have a setback in something that you don't like, it's like, man, I ain't trying to deal with this. I already don't like it. Now I'm failing at it. Now it has me mentally not feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So it's so easy to quit something that you don't enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to quit something you don't enjoy.
College in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you have the discipline to stay committed through something that you don't enjoy, it will set you so much further along in life than everybody else, because most people quit stuff they don't enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That's why people can't lose weight. That's why people can't stick to a diet, because you're not eating the foods that you don't like no more. Like, I mean, you're not eating the foods that you love anymore. Like, you have to cut back on eating sweets. You have to cut back on eating fried chicken. You have to cut back on drinking soda. You got to cut back on eating candy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most tasty foods. You know what I'm saying? So now that you can't enjoy the stuff that you don't like, it's hard to stick to that. So now you gotta stick to a diet of eating foods that's not as tasty as the other foods. And the moment that you have a weak moment, now you kick the diet, because it's hard to stick to stuff that you don't enjoy. But the ones who succeed stick to stuff that they don't enjoy, because they like, nah, I'm disciplined enough to know that if I continue to do the stuff that I don't like, it's gonna set me up for being the best version of myself. So now if I continue to stick to this diet for 3 months, now I'm gonna be looking, I'm ready to walk around the beach with my shirt off and a little Speedo or something like that. Now, my confidence level then went up. Now I'm just a whole nother person. So you have to just embrace stuff that you don't like and know that you can get through it, because once you get through it, it's a whole different set of rewards on that side when you're able to get through stuff that you hate and get through stuff that's not as comfortable,
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that Scooby Snacks deal is off the table. No more Scooby Snacks.
Scooby Snacks. Call us, man. Let us know, man. We trying to get that deal, because the Scooby Snacks could be sitting right there.
Yeah, try to get a Scooby Snacks sponsor.
Yeah. Scooby Snacks. Don't even listen to what he said. I still want it. Yeah, call us.
Look, you can have it. You can have it unless you're trying to reach that 6-pack or something within a certain amount of time.
Man, it's coming, man. We in the gym, man. Oh, we're gonna start coming back to CNPT.
There you go. Yeah, come on through.
But with that being said, man, Coach EJ been dropping a lot of gems on y'all, so I hope y'all been taking a lot of notes. First off, we want to appreciate you for coming on to this episode with us, talking with us, chatting with us, having a good time with us. Because, at the end of the day, like we always say, your brand is excellence. We want you to promote your brand. So I feel like this is a way where, even though you said like you don't really market yourself that much, you just market yourself down here. So, Sam, you got anything, last remarks?
Again, I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day just to film this with us. And honestly, I still had so many more questions to ask you.
Don't
So
worry,
I guess
part two is
part two, yeah.
Part 2 is coming.
There we go.
But aside from that, I think it's well deserved. We should just get a little quick commercial clip for CNPT, promote Coach EJ's brand.
All right, we're gonna do that right now. But wait, before we also go to, we always do this with our guests. If you can leave the viewers with a tip of advice, something just to remember and take away from this episode, what would it be?
I would say, in order to reach success, you have to see it before you can obtain it. So basically, you have to believe that you're gonna be successful before it's even handed to you. And so your mentality has to change about reaching goals and reaching success before you even able to achieve success. So.
The power of manifestation right there.
Yep.
But like I always say, man, you got anything? Last March before I kind of close it out. But yeah, man, like I said, man, we want to thank Coach EJ for coming on and being up there talking and chatting with us. And like I always say, man, y'all know the vibes, man. We out.